Welcome, Leo, to your in-month reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Hit that big old like button if you guys enjoy this video. This message. Having the moon card coming out, talking about using that intuition, looking for your dreams, being on the right path. I just always see this as being on the right path towards your dreams. Your intuitive side is saying, keep going forward. You know where you're going. As you see these two pillars, it's almost like I'm going right towards that. Clarify on that situation. Some kind of a dishonesty or deception going on. It could be coming from this Page of Wands. It just feels like this person is bringing in some kind of information toward you where you feel like you've been a little deceived about the situation. And that's kind of crazy because it's kind of like, well, where's the mystery to the situation? You know, the mystery is the deception. Are they telling the whole truth? You know, nothing but the truth. So, so help them. Right. So you might feel like whatever information is coming through from this Page of Wands, could be an Aries or a Sagittarius, you might be feeling like they're telling you, hey, this person is deceiving you. They're not telling you the absolute truth. Could be talking behind your back, as you see the Two Swords behind you. So there could be some gossip going on, and some deception. Somebody thinking they're getting away with something. As you're over here just kind of feeling inspired, going after your dreams, doing the things that you want to do, right? Feeling the freedom, feeling excited. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely walking right towards the Wheel of Fortune, but you also have this other person around you who's trying to tell you, hey, there's some sneaky behavior going around you, going on behind your back at this time. This is talking about you headed toward your destiny. You definitely have two messages going through right here as you're over here just kind of worried about where you're going. You do have someone over here who you might even feel is stabbing you in the back, walking on your toes, being sneaky, right? You do have the Two of Wands coming out, which is talking about having these discoveries made. You find this happiness. You feel like this goal is going to be attained, seeing where it is you want to go. This person might even be trying to come to you to try to reconcile a situation. So, they might be saying, hey, you know what? I was getting away with some sneaky behavior. Or maybe they're trying to say, I wasn't talking about you. They're lying. I don't know why I want to see that, because you got that moon there. So you're just kind of, it's going to be iffy, right, guys? It's going to be iffy. You do have the Page of Cups here. So you do have some big happy surprise coming towards you. Could even be a new love. But there's definitely going to be some kind of message coming through. Wow. The deceit. What the is up with the deceit? That deceit could be coming from... You might even feel like maybe because you got this big happy surprise, this person who's trying to step on your toes, get away with something, deceive you, is now feeling a little jealous about the situation. Yeah, a lot of competition going around as well. A lot of debates, a lot of strife, a little tension, a lot of clashing egos going on around this situation. Feels like you're going to get something really beautiful over here, and this person's really trying to get away with something as you're over here getting this beautiful, all these beautiful things. You might even have a new friendship coming out of it. They may even, whatever is going on. There's so many different scenarios. It's crazy. You definitely have two scenarios going on in one area. Intuitively, you're going to notice that good luck is starting to fall into your lap after something has happened. Something bad has happened. Something has fallen through. Something, maybe you lost your job and now you're going to get a better job. And then somebody around you is being devious, deceitful. And then it's almost like, for some of you, it almost feels like you're getting ready to get something beautiful, or as soon as you get that beautiful thing, This person could even be jealous that you got this. Maybe you got a new job where you make even more money. Oh my gosh. Queen of Cups. Maybe it could even be for some of you a new love. I'm going to even put it there because the Queen of Cups is new love. The Page of Cups is new love. So I'm also going to put it there. Maybe, you know, they're jealous because you have this new love. Maybe they were being devious around you, and you know it. And all of a sudden this new love comes in. And they notice this new love, so it causes this kind of strife. And you have the Three of Cups. So it's almost like they're trying to get your attention again while you have this new love. While you're happy. Wow. So take it how it resonates. It's going to be a little bit different for everyone. For sure. I was looking for... You know what? I don't have another deck of cards out. I just got done with those numerologies not too long ago. And I didn't put any... You know, we'll use these cards. Just give you 1 second, guys, so we can kind of warm these up. Closest deck to me, hey. Always try to keep a deck close. Okay. They're doing pretty good. Fool. Yep. It's because you're starting something completely different from where you were before. You're getting the Fool card coming out. I mean, it just feels like you've kind of walked away from whatever this was, whatever this dishonesty was, whoever this person was, this job was, whatever it is. And you have a whole new, you know, slate coming. You're turning, you know, you're turning your whole life is churning around. You know, whether it's getting away from an old relationship of whatever it is into a new relationship, or it could be a new job and a relationship all in one. Okay, Judgment in reverse. They need to turn around and they need to turn around and point the finger at themselves. So it looks like they were talking to the messenger over here, the messenger, right? Page of Wands sounds like, you know, they were talking to this messenger over here, but the messenger is kind of like, hey, why don't you point that finger inward, right? As you're over here kind of talking smack about the situation while you're over here deceiving someone. So it does look like, you know what? Make your own judgment call. Ooh. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot of gossip going on over here where they need to, you know, figure out where their judgment needs to be, because it looks like they need to point the finger at themselves with the Queen of Cups on the Wheel of Fortune, feeling like, you know what, I'm looking deep within my own cup. I see my own wheel turning. I see some kind of inevitable, fated, destined thing coming towards you after you've just gone through all of this, whenever it was within, you know, within the month, within the last couple of weeks, however it is for you. The planning in progress is coming out with the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins, there it is again. You know, this is crazy. And I wanted to grab another card on this one too, because the Queen of Coins over here is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, remember, is the person who I want to come and offer you some kind of reconciliation. I want to talk about the situation, you know, but I'm the one over here who was betraying you the whole time. We know that, right? There's some suspicious activity. You know, for me, I feel like the moon in this situation should be sideways. The only reason is because you do have a lot of deceit and a lot of mistrust going on with that moon in reverse, as all these things are hidden, all these secrets. But then you have this beautiful path going on about where your dreams are coming true, where you have this, you know, kind of mysterious, inevitable path coming towards you. Your intuition is very open. So if, you know, if anything, I would like to see that definitely in, you know, sideways. Right, because when it's sideways, it says, be careful your imagination doesn't cause you to see things that aren't there as well. And that would be the Queen of Pentacles. Because she's definitely trying to get away with some BS, right? Or he, right? I don't, like I said, and it's kind of like, this is where you're feeling that kind of mistrust. Should I trust them? Are they smothering me right now with all of this attention because I have something happy going on? As soon as you get this happy surprise, or they notice this new love coming towards you, or they see that you have a new job and new money coming in, or whatever it is, maybe an inheritance, whatever it is, my friends. Okay, this opportunity, we're just going to say in this message, with this opportunity, they seem to want to smother you. They seem to want to, be jealous. They want to be deceitful, but they also want to what? Reconcile the situation as you're what? Attaining your goals. And with the Queen of Coins here, right? You're nurturing yourself. You're being practical about the situation, right? You're working, you're working your buns off. You're holding on to your coin, right? You know where you are. You're very successful. But you also see the Queen of Coins over here trying to nurture and do the same thing. Oh, and if it's a love relationship, it could be, oh, baby, baby. Right? Yeah. For a lot of you, it could be a relationship. But for others of you, it's whatever you're committed to, right? Whatever you're holding true to your commitments, and however they're trying to commit themselves to you. Okay, so let's see what the Page of Cups is. I was going to grab another one, but I think we got that down. Eight of Cups. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking my cup. There's no other cups here that serve me. They all have holes in them. I'm taking my cup and walking away. I'm walking up, I'm taking the highway to heaven over here. On this, I'm finding my way with the Six of Swords. I'm getting in my boat. I'm going on my own. I'm going away from you. They see you drifting away from them. They see that you're not caring anymore about this situation. You found what it is you're looking for. You know where you're going. You have, like I said, these two different scenarios, and it's just like, I'm focused more on this one. I'm focused on this Page of Cups, this news coming in. I'm not, I was focused maybe on the Page of Wands and hearing all this deceitful things that you're trying to do and trying to hurt me and trying to sword me, but I'm not worried about that anymore. Because I know my truth and I'm standing in my truth. You know the truth of what the Queen of Pentacles is trying to do. You understand what they're trying to do. Speaking your truth, knowing your truth, mental clarity about the situation. Even if you're not going to speak it, you're just going to walk away, right? Maybe you're just going to walk away. But then, it almost feels like, if you walk away from them, they're going to follow and fight. It's kind of like one of those scenarios where it's like, think of it as, it doesn't have to be this way, but the way that I'm seeing in my mind is kind of like, you're standing here, they're standing here, you're getting ready to walk away, and they walk after you, yelling, screaming, where are you going? You turn around here, look at me, mister. You know what I mean? Or it could be even the other way around. Doesn't matter. The whole point is that's where the clashing is coming. They don't like it. You think it's petty. You're saying this is a petty fight that I don't want to have to do anything with. I'm getting to my dreams. I'm going after my dreams. I don't need this. And there's something more underneath the situation. Something they don't want to expose. Something that they're hiding from you. With the Seven of Cups. They may be a little disillusioned about the situation. They may even think that you're going to come back to them to want to reconcile the situation. Even if you have new love. Oh, they'll be back. Oh, we've all heard that one, right? Oh, they'll be back. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, right? But that's the scenario, right? Keeping their options open. They have many, many doors, but you know what? I have all these other doors and some have snakes in them. I'm not going for that one. Feeling the Four of Cups. I've got the Three of Cups. They got the Four of Cups. They're feeling that Four of Cups. They want that cup with you as you're over here because you've moved on. You've moved away from the situation. You are following your own passions as your own Knight of Wands. You're saying, I know where my passions are going and I'm very inspired about getting to where I want. I have the new abilities and new information coming in. And not only that, I have new ideas, new jobs, new things that I'm learning. And with the Queen of Cups over here, for some of you, it's new love. And this has to do with something that has to do with new love. And for others of you, it's just being emotionally stable, caring, and intuitive. And a lot of the comfort and calmness is just coming from yourself, saying, because I'm holding on to my own Four of Coins. I'm not going to, allow myself to, be knocked over. This is where my stability is. I'm firm on my feet, right? So with the Queen of Wands, wow, right? Showing that courageousness, showing that fierceness that you have within yourself, showing, right? Yeah. showing what you're building and how you're building and how you're working on things around you, things that make you happy. This person over here, there they go again. Why the, you know, it's like, okay, so now they're not going to get their way, so they're going to go right back to where they started from. Fierce words, gossip, striking, cold, right? Yep, Five of Swords, wanting to argue their point. And all you see within the situation is Strength card in reverse. They're showing you weakness. They're holding on to you with the World in reverse. And for a lot of you, like I said, it could be love, because they definitely they have some kind of, oh, come on, obsession with you. So there could be a little obsession over there. They think you're their soulmate, and they want, you know, so they're going to try to manipulate the situation, right? And if it's not love, right, then it is just this competition, this jealousy, this coldness, right? It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker, however it is, right? But you're so busy working, you know, really looking at your coin over here and really watching, and here comes the Ace of Coins. So if you guys are worried about anything that, you know, keeping yourself in isolation, solitude, I love it, so that you don't get sorted moving on from the situation. If you guys are really worried about what's going on within this situation, there you have it. And that's exactly what it is. I'm focused on this coin, this new opportunity that's very stable, isolating myself away from you trying to hurt me. And I'm going to move on towards my destiny and move away from, you know what, from things that they just don't serve me. You don't serve me right now. Maybe they could if they were being honest. Look, I think the problem with the situation over here is that the way that they come to try to reconcile the situation is so mistrustful. It's like, if you're going to come to me as a queen of, you come to me as the Queen of Coins in reverse, when I'm just showing how nurturing and loving I am. You trying to show me that you're nurturing and loving, but how could you do that when you are showing me mistrust by smothering me, jealous, acting self-centered? You know, it doesn't, that's not how we show somebody that we really want to resolve an issue, right? So it just feels like there's this kind of, even if they do try to come to you as the Queen of Coins and right side up, there's still this underlining energy. That's the good way to say it. Energy that makes you suspicious. That's it. There is nothing else. So unless they can actually change that, and you can say, you know what, if you want to truly be honest with me about what you're doing and tell me that you were Seven of Sorting me over here, being deceitful, and I don't have to hear it from the Page of Wands, maybe we can have this conversation. For some of you say, we've already had this conversation 1,000 times, we're not doing it anymore. Everybody's story is different. But I think the whole point on this situation is that there was just, the way they want to do this is just too, yeah, it's too hurtful. It's too hurtful the way they're doing things. Too hurtful. But my God, after, you know, after the situation, you're going to have the death of the situation, having a complete rebirth of the situation, going after your own divine essence, moving towards things that actually really serve you, having a complete rebirth in this whole situation, showing the majestic side of what you're capable of doing for the Ten of Pentacles. So you guys are looking for this new job, man. You're going to make a lot of money. Okay. And it's just planting those seeds. And there it is again with the moon. The moon, that's what the moon is saying. There it is. The moon says, because what? Your dreams are coming true. Keep making it. Keep manifesting towards that portal. You know. Oh, you know, it's kind of crazy too. Kind of crazy because we just had the wolf. We just had that wolf moon. Just had that wolf moon, and here's the wolf. So it's almost like, you know, and what did I say in that reading, right? The wolf moon. Wolf moon does what? It brings the desires. It brings the heart's desires. It wants to push out for the new year. It wants to push, right? Wow. For the things that you truly desire. Wow. Okay. And a daily message to keep us all courageous. Let's see what we got. Avoid hateful thoughts, as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. Try to avoid harmful influences and devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. There you go. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.